What if the most captivating stories are not the ones we know, but the ones we've all but forgotten? Beyond the famous legend of Atlantis exist whispers of phantom cities that have faded from memory. Entire civilizations that built wonders, only to be erased by time and tide. What secrets did they carry to their graves? And what happens when we dare to search for the truth? Around the world, ancient myths speak of places that seem to hover just beyond the veil of our own reality. These are not merely ruins buried in sand or choked by jungle. These are cities that dissolved into legend itself, leaving behind more questions than answers. So for a moment, let's journey past Atlantis and El Dorado. We're venturing deeper, into the haunting mysteries of lost cities you likely never knew existed. Our first story brings us to the coast of Brittany, France, where the waves of Douarnenez Bay guard a powerful secret. It is here, legend tells, that the magnificent city of Is once stood, a marvel of engineering built on land reclaimed from the ocean, protected by a colossal dike and a single, heavily guarded gate. In the most famous version of the tale, Is was ruled by the devout king Gradlin, whose daughter, Princess Dahut, was his complete opposite. The stories paint her as a figure of wild indulgence, hosting decadent parties that seem to challenge the heavens themselves. As the legend goes, a dashing knight, some say the devil in disguise, seduced the princess. He persuaded her to steal the silver key to the city's gate from her sleeping father's neck. In the fury of a great storm, she unlocked the floodgate. The Atlantic rushed in with a terrible vengeance, swallowing Is whole. King Gradlin barely escaped, but was commanded to cast his own daughter into the churning waves as a sacrifice to pacify the sea. While there is no archaeological proof of Is, local folklore insists the city is real. Fishermen still say that on quiet days, you can hear the ghostly bells of its churches tolling from deep beneath the water, a haunting reminder of a city lost to pride. Not every lost city was consumed by the sea. Some simply vanished into the vast, lonely mountains. Deep within the remote, unforgiving landscapes of Patagonia, a legend captivated Spanish conquistadors for over 2 centuries. The tale of a city of impossible wealth. They called it the City of the Caesars, or sometimes Trapalanda, the Wandering City. This was no mere place of gold and silver. The stories described a mystical city that could appear and disappear at will, secreted away in a hidden Andean valley between a mountain of gold and another of diamonds. It was said that any who stumbled upon it were either granted unimaginable fortunes or had their memory of the visit wiped clean the moment they departed. Countless expeditions, fueled by greed and obsession, scoured the mountains for it. But the City of the Caesars always remained just beyond reach. So what was it? A distorted memory of the fallen Inca Empire, embellished by local guides? Or was it a clever deception, a grand illusion designed to lead invaders on a fool's errand? Some still whisper it was a secret fortress, guarding relics from a forgotten age. Whatever the truth, the city remains a phantom, a symbol of a treasure that can never be possessed. But what if a city wasn't lost to pride or greed, but was hidden for its own salvation? Our final story takes us to central Russia and the serene, enigmatic Lake Svetloyar. Beneath its placid surface, legend says, lies the holy city of Kitezh. The story begins in the 13th century, as the Mongol hordes under Batu Khan swept across Russia. After conquering a smaller settlement, the Mongols learned of the grand city of Greater Kitezh, a monastic sanctuary famous for its spiritual purity. Guided by a captive, the immense army arrived at the shores of Lake Svetloyar, expecting a brutal siege. But they were met not with the clash of swords, but with an unnerving, profound silence. The city had no fortifications. Its people were not armed for war. Instead, they were gathered in fervent prayer. As the Mongols readied their attack, fountains of water are said to have erupted from the earth, and the entire city began to sink, slowly and gracefully, beneath the waters of the lake. The very last thing the invaders saw was the glint of the cathedral's cross as it vanished from sight. Kitej became invisible, saved from destruction by a divine miracle. It is said that even now, only those who are pure of heart can find the hidden path to the city, or glimpse its perfect reflection shimmering on the water's surface. From a city of indulgence devoured by the ocean, to a wandering mirage of gold, to a holy sanctuary hidden by faith, these phantom civilizations haunt our collective imagination. They are extraordinary tales of pride, greed, and miracles that we still cannot fully explain. They remind us that history is not just what's written down or unearthed from the ground. It's also what's whispered in the shadows, just beyond the edges of the map. But now we want to hear from you. Which of these legends do you feel is most likely to have a grain of truth? The sunken city of Is, the wandering city of the Caesars, or the invisible Kitej? Defend your choice in the comments below. And if you believe the greatest discoveries are still waiting in the dark, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell for more journeys into the unknown. These stories endure because they challenge us to look past the world we know and ask, what else is out there? The past is never truly gone. It's just waiting for those quiet moments, when the bells from beneath the waves can finally be heard once more.